Shalom Aleichem and welcome to Online Smicha. Many shuls are hurting financially and they try to find many ways how to bring in some funds, stucker, for the upkeep of the shul. So there was this shul that they had the policy that anybody who gets aliyah in the shul, anytime during the week or Shabbos, there's a set fee. That you get an aliyah, you get a bill at the next day in the mail, you have to pay $50 or $25 for the aliyah. And that was one of the ways that they collected funds for the upkeep of the shul. And an interesting thing happened. So somebody who was a kohen got an aliyah, and everybody knew that when you get an aliyah, you're going to get a bill. But after he said his bracha achrona on the aliyah, they look around, they see there's no Levi. Because there was no Levi, the halacha says that you cannot give a Yisrael that aliyah of the Levi. You have to give the kohen a second aliyah. That's the halacha. So the kohen got a second aliyah, and fine. That's what you got to do. When he gets the bill in the mail, he sees that he was charged not $25 for the aliyah. He's charged $50 for the aliyah. Why $50? Because he got a double aliyah. He got aliyah number one, his kohen, and because there was no Levi, he got an extra aliyah, and for that you got to pay. Now he didn't ask for that. So this shaila was asked by one of the rabbanim today, and the Rav based his answer on an interesting situation that the Ben Ish Chai brings in the Sefer Imrei Bina Siman Shin Chav Gimel. The Ben Ish Chai brings a story like this. An individual moved into a city and he wanted to get some recognition, and as he moved into the city, he told people he's a kohen. He's a kohen. So because the man said he's a kohen, why not believe him? So they gave him aliyah. Every time there was a extra aliyah or whatever, every time they didn't have somebody else to give, they gave him the aliyah of kohen. 3 years have passed. This is a story that the Ben Ish Chai brings. And they find out that this guy is a scammer. He's not even a kohen. He's a regular Yisrael, and everybody who knows his family from the old city knows where he comes from, knows who his family is. Nishkestegen, Nishkeflogen, he's not a kohen. So they went to the Rav of the town, and they said, what should we do? For the last 3 years, he's getting the aliyah of kohen when he's not a kohen. So the Rav says, you should give him a knas, you should give him a punishment, because for the last 3 years, he was stealing the aliyah of kohen away from the real kohenim. So he deserves to get punishment. So they did that. Next day, they come back to the Rav and they say, okay, we gave him the punishment, and is it all settled, all clear? So the Rav says, no, now give him a second set of punishments. So they said, what's the point of the second? I mean, I understand the first punishment is because he stole the kohen aliyah, but what's the second set of punishments? So the Ben Ish Chai brings that the Rav said, being that he was reckoned as a kohen, I'm sure sometimes he did not have a Levi, there was no Levi by the minyan, and he got the second aliyah too. So now we got to give him a punishment for stealing the Levi aliyah away from a regular Yisrael. A regular Yisrael wouldn't get it. Could have gotten it if he wasn't a kohen, and he stole that aliyah. So now we're giving him a punishment for that. Now here what you see from that psak din, that he's the same kohen, but sometimes he got an aliyah for kohen, which he was illegal. He should have not gotten. He gets punished. And if he would have gotten the second aliyah too, he gets a second punishment for that. So the Rav seemed to say that the same would be in our situation, even though the kohen getting the aliyah was willing to accept the $25 payment, because that's the common custom in the city. But if, for whatever reason, he gets a second aliyah, a Levi, even though he didn't ask for it, he should be obligated to pay that same fee for the aliyah he got, even though he didn't ask for it.